Hello, hello. So, uh, today is September 29th, 2023, like 8 a.m., 10 a.m. And yesterday on the 28th was my first dose of infusion of the Avastin. Um, and I think was interesting. Uh, Sorry, my brain is loading. I just woke up and I haven't had coffee yet. The thing is that's the thing actually important. I haven't had coffee yet, and I just woke up. Generally, those two things mean I have a pretty bad headache to the point I have nausea. But right now I don't. And I learned something about Avastin is that some of the side effects of Avastin is because of its anti-swelling property. That's why it would cause you to have high blood pressure. Um, which I would fortunately think I'm like immune to for the most part because I naturally have very low blood pressure. So if anything, my blood pressure is just gonna be like, what's going on? We're doing things. Maybe, right? So far, as like an initial evaluation, my headache is subdued. Like right now, my head doesn't really hurt that much. It still hurts like a little, but it almost feels like it moved, which is something Avastin can do that I've heard is that Avastin can move your brain tumor to like a different location, which is like not a good thing. But the fact that it's not hurting anymore on my right side for a change is like nice change. And I haven't had caffeine yet, so it's not the caffeine that's subduing the headache. Um, but who knows? Could turn out to be worse, and maybe it moved to a different location that I didn't want it to move. You know? Right? And then I noticed that my like left eye feels different, which is interesting since I have bad peripheral vision on my left side. Moving my left hand, like somewhat consciously. Like I don't know if it could all be in my imagination, but I feel good after one dose of Avastin. And it's interesting. It's definitely interesting. Mind you, my main issue with Avastin was that it blocks you out of clinical trials. But if it works this well, then I guess I wouldn't need a clinical trial. But we'll see. I still have to do more doses for like a long time, like every 2 weeks. That's gonna be a pain in the butt. But if it like clears my headaches up this well, and I could gain, functionality of my body, I guess it's not bad. I think it just has very bad side effects for some people, and let's hope I don't get those side effects. And I'm thinking because I'm eating in such a anti-inflammatory way, should be pretty good. I'm gonna keep this in like a good spirit. Like maybe Avastin is better than I would think, but the main thing was also I was always hoping I could uh cure this or fix this my problem in a more hands-off kind of approach so that I could just take pills from home because the main thing is uh I live in an hour away from Dallas. So to go somewhere an hour away every 2 weeks, like I had to have someone drive me, right? So I need like my dad or my boyfriend to take a day off work to go all the way to Dallas with. And that's the main thing. I don't like being a burden to other people. So if I could do it locally, that'd be great. But my insurance, like the way the local place that has Avastin treatment, they're like, oh well, if you want to use us, you have to use our oncologist. And I'm like, but I like my oncologist. If that becomes like an important point where like I need to go local, then I could talk to my oncologist about switching to the other oncologist to get the Avastin treatment. Despite I love her, she's the reason I'm alive today. So because if I had stuck with my first oncologist, she would have kept me on Avastin, and then like we wouldn't have like had any treatment at all. You know, but who knows? Maybe Avastin's fine. The way to go, but we don't want it to, wear off. And we don't want it to be like if it wears off, I'm fucked. So yeah. So in terms of Avastin so far, it took about 20 to 30 minutes of me just sitting there while I get the infusion and it's chill. I just played Pokemon Go the whole time because there's like 3 Pokestops in the area. 4, I think. Yeah, 3. 3 to 4 Pokestops. I had like a twinge of pain right. But yeah, we'll see how it is. It's just day 1 after the infusion, so first side effect I see is that my headache isn't that bad. And I noticed that yesterday because as soon as I got home from the infusion, I decided to lay down. So I was like, I'm tired. I've been up since 6 a.m. Right? So I took like a brief nap and then got up and made food. So already the Avastin was being weird and working. My nose is stuffy. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Ah. Trash can. It's okay. Um. Yeah. So Avastin is not terrible, but it does affect people differently. In my case, Temidar stopped working, so I have a body that does not accept Temidar well. So maybe I'm thinking maybe I accept Avastin well. It depends on the person. If you're going through something similar, it might work for you, it might not. You don't know. It's it's really depending on the person's body. So I'm gonna go with the hope that I am someone that accepts Avastin in a positive way. Right? Hopefully I don't get the really bad side effects. And I have to be extra careful not to cut myself. And flossing is dangerous too because you could bleed and bad ideas. But I don't floss. I brush my teeth every day very softly. I don't floss. Flossing is dangerous. Dentist is dangerous. But so far, I feel good. That's all I could really say is that I'm feeling good because I have a full cup of coffee right here that I have not touched. Versus actually yesterday was horrible because before I went to the Avastin infusion, I had to do a PFT test, or like it's where they're like testing how strong your lungs are. Everything, like I had to blow into a machine for like a good hour, so I'm like hyperventilating at the end of it. But for that, they told me that I can't have any caffeine for 12 hours beforehand. I'm like, damn, I function off of caffeine every morning. Like if I don't have my caffeine, my headache's not gonna go away. And if I have a headache, I can't blow into a machine. So yeah, I was blowing into a machine with a headache, no caffeine, basically crying. Right? So as soon as I got done with the PFT treatment or the test, I grabbed my like energy drink, which is Celsius, zero sugar, whatever. I chugged it. I was just like, oh my gosh, Dad, I am like jittery as fuck. It feels so seeping into my body, right? So that's how much I need caffeine. But right now, I haven't even had a sip of caffeine. I'm I'm pretty good. So who knows? Maybe not having caffeine immediately yesterday was good for me, or it's the Avastin. I definitely plan on drinking this cup of caffeine. You know what? Let's start it and then let's see how that hits us. Oh, it feels definitely an addiction. Definitely an addiction. I will say I have sore shoulders. That's normal. That's something I just need to, I don't know, like exercise more. Definitely exercise. Well, so my current procedure is basically we started Lomas. No, we started Avastin on the 28th, right? So, and then I'm gonna get another dose of Avastin in October on October 10th, right? In between that, on October 2nd, I'm gonna go get my blood work done to see if my uh CBC, my like white blood cell count is good. And then if they come up good, we're gonna start lomustine, which is the I don't want to. Honestly, like it sounds horrible. Ugh. Making me nauseous just thinking about the lomustine. Like it feels lomustine is horrible. Like for all the like effort I put into like hoping that lomustine works. Oh my gosh, Avastin is so much better overall because it doesn't have the nausea side effect. I'm trying to analyze what I'm feeling right now. It's the yoga thing. I have like a mild pin, like a ping of pain, right? But it's different because usually my pain's like right here. My pain's up here, so Avastin might have moved my cancer towards the front a little bit. Be weird. But yeah, that's my current situation. I have a stuffy nose for some reason. And my headache isn't as bad this morning. So, day one after Avastin. We'll see how it is tomorrow.